All right, let's get it. Let's get it. Open panel. Everybody feeling. Everybody feeling. Y'all go check out my last video I just dropped. Y'all go check that out. Wait for a few people to get in here. You know the open panel I did the other day. I did a 6-hour build with I think Marco Power was on there, Truther was on there, Genetic Guy. Did a 6-hour build, man. They took the whole panel down. They took down the whole panel for so-called medical misinformation. And then I had posted something on my community tab yesterday, right? And they hit me with another strike. Like I ain't been hit with this many strikes on YouTube since my last channel. You know, it's like they finding anything. Most of them AI bots on here, you know, striking the channel down, then they doing the shit manually. What's up, Origins? At the beginning, I got the link in the comments if you want to join, if you want to come up. Yeah, for anybody that want to come up, hit the link in the chat, and I'll let you up. What's good, Leslie?
Truther? I guess I'll call you Truther. I don't know.
Yeah, you can call me True Zone. It's been a while since you came up. How you been?
Oh, I'm at war. All the time. You know, you got to keep your supplies ready and available so that you can combat the negatives.
Right.
I don't know if you had any problems with it yet.
You like problems? What type of problems?
The non-physical entities.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Oh, like this would be interesting, but you said you gotta. Well, we'll wait till somebody else comes for you to go do your duties or whatever. But
that's why I usually don't like doing panels in the midst of me, you know, doing like running my errands and conducting some business, because I'm kind of like chiming it out. But yeah, we'll wait for somebody else to come up. Yeah, the links in the comments to anybody listening. If y'all want to come up, y'all come up and build, because the last panel I did the other day, they took the whole panel down, and that was a good build we did.
Yeah, when I came in, you were talking about it.
Yeah, it pissed me off. What's up, London, man? What's up, bro?
What's up, Truth? How we doing, my man?
Yeah, everything's good, bro. How you doing, man? What's up, Tristan Jerome? What's good?
Salute to the panel. Salute to the chat room. Yeah, man. Hey, definitely. I mean, the title you had earlier, agent. Right? I've been seeing a lot of stuff. I'm not really one to scream the word agent out. I just call people funny and weirdos, right? But of lately, I've been seeing some weird agent activity. Right? Agents never really been in my vocab. You know, I just call them as weirdos. But the agent shit now, I'm starting to see that a lot lately with this flat Earth voyage, you know, to the Antarctic and all that stuff. Hollow globers and hollow flat earthers arguing over some crazy stuff about a sun. You know, it's just being weird of lately. And then all the stuff that's happening with Hollywood, you know, it's like, what is really going on out here? What is about to unfold? What is
it's getting weirder and weirder. It's getting weirder and weirder. You're right, bro. What's up, Mind's Eye, bro? Come up on the panel, bro. Tristan Jerome said, "What do you think about the drones?" This cap.
Oh, now
It's a hologram.
that's
Yeah.
wild because there's footage from all over the quote unquote globe, right? With this drone stuff, and it seems to be doing the same thing. They're showing up in the skies, flashing their colors, disappearing, showing up over there, disappearing, flashing colors. But lately, someone managed to catch footage of a drone actually shooting something. Did anybody seen that?
No, I didn't see it. I've been seeing like little small clips of these drones and these so-called UFOs, but I really haven't really dwelled into it, like dived into it and like really looked into it. But I know it's like bullshit. It's another one of it's another psyop inside of a psyop. Number of false flags because they prepping the masses for something else. It's all Freemasonry. Like it's like the one hand over here, see what they doing, and the other hand's hitting right here. So it's kind of like I can see it's in their playbook. But go ahead. Go ahead. What's your name again? Hold on, my bad. You go ahead, Leslie.
You can just call me Leslie. Or Origins if you can't remember my name.
Got you.
I've seen a shadow from an object that wasn't in line where the sun was shining down. It was like a sideways shadow, and the shadow moved and the object disappeared and then it reappeared, but you could see the shadow still directing, like it was a projection or something. So, you know, we don't know if they're solid or not. They could just be like holograms too. Right? Or solid, but
yeah, I feel like they can put anything they want in that sky. I feel like it's one big projection screen. That's what I feel like it is, man. And they just leading us astray. It's like I'm saying, it's order about chaos, order out of chaos. So they showing us all these goddamn, so-called drones and UFOs. That's the chaos. And after that, they're gonna try to bring some type of order. They're gonna be trying to tell the masses, hey, now y'all can't travel. It's not safe to travel anymore. You can't even fly to the next state. Some shit like that. Because I know how freaky and weird they are.
Well, I mean, you see what you just said there. They can't fly to the next state. I mean, they might even start to ban flights if they can't figure out what's going on with these UFOs. Because if they can't pin them to nowhere, right? How the hell are you supposed to trust flying in the air if you don't know what these things are flying around? You understand? Are you willing to take that trip if you don't know what's in the airs? If they don't know what's in the airs, the skies.
Facts, bro.
You understand? So it's like it could be their way of trimming out the fat, First they'll cancel all flights, then probably lock down this and lock down. So it's just a little a ripple effect of something greater I could see happening.
Yeah, we at war. Yeah. It's a war for your mind and a war for your spirit. Hey, come up for a little bit, man. Minds, I want to chop it up with you. Yeah, another YouTuber said that don't go get on a plane full of NPCs.
That's funny.
That's wild. That's wild. Imagine that you're getting on a plane and you're like, whoa. That's crazy.
Go get on a plane full of NPCs. Who's saying this, Trish?
That's crazy. Hey. I remember
that's what I'm saying. You gotta be like very meticulous and very aware of who some of these YouTubers are, because some of them are being like paid and some of them are unpaid to push certain narratives, especially in these times. I heard, so I'm saying I keep hearing a lot of them say the return of the Anunnaki That sounds like the return of Jesus Christ, the return of Yeshua. It's the same shit, just in a different.
Well,
Go ahead, Origin.
The hive mind are easily programmed. Agent Smiths all over the place.
That's what I was just saying. These are real deal agents. That's what I'm saying. When most people think about the Man in Black and thinking about agents, these are skinwalkers, man. They wearing suits. I ain't talking about a suit and a tie. They wearing skin suits. It look like you, but they not you. And they being put in front of that damn screen to lead you astray. Oh yeah, the return of the Anunnaki. They're coming to help us out. They're coming to fight for us, man. That's a bunch of nonsense. That sounds like Jesus Christ and his angels coming to bring the Christian salvation. It's the same shit. It's the same script, but a different hypothesis on it.
Yeah, well, you could know more when you raise your awareness level so your perceptions are higher, are expanded, and then you can know more of what's going on,
Thanks. Yeah, you right, Origin.
It's hard to keep secrets from a psychic,
Yeah. Earlier on as well, I mean, I heard you guys mentioning the projection. Was it the projection you said?
Yeah, it ain't but a projection screen. Hey, hold on one second. What's up, Mind's Eye? Welcome to the panel, bro. What's good?
Peace, everybody.
Peace.
What's
peace.
happening, Zone?
Mind's Eye in the building. What's good, bro?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. What's happening, y'all?
Peace.
Shout out to you, London.
What's up, Minds?
Nice.
Yeah, we got London Man in the building. We got Origin in the building.
Shout out to you, Origin. Man, y'all tapping in. Let's get it.
You already know, bro. But hey, look, check this out, y'all. I'm gonna step to the side for like 10, 15 minutes and I'll be right back.
Yeah, do your thing.
Okay.
Y'all gonna hold the panel down?
Yeah.
You already know.
Cool.
Yep. Y'all wanna
What's up?
I add in a little because when I hit the link, I heard him say something about the skin suit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't
the
know.
agents. They're not us.
Yeah, they 007 on another level.
The sheeple are easily programmed, and Agent Smith is potentially any one of them.
Mm-hmm.
The YouTubers, you don't know who's who. You have to be able to observe well. And when you're psychic, you're not easily fooled. So when you expand your awareness,
Mm-hmm.
you're better off, at least,
No doubt. It is. It's like they say with the comic books. Could you make it up? You know how the comics are depicted and all that, London Man.
Yeah.
Like, you
London
can't
Man.
make it up. That's the base reality.
Yeah,
A comic book.
Yeah.
Our world is like, frame for frame. Like I was trying to ponder if I was gonna be able to hit the link and come up here real quick, And
Real quick, what you plan on staying a little bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna be here, but who knows? But just saying it's like that. The comic books and all of that, or super villains and all of the crazy shit that just happens in this base reality. Like say that's the concept of the curtain period. The curtain on the stage and Earth, the world being the stage. There it go, the skin suit. Would y'all agree?
And the universe is all mind.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
It's like that little battery pack in the back of Chucky. That's the equivalent, the zipper, the teddy bear, all of it is, how do this stuff work? Like where we could pull it apart and make it go back together like a magnet is attracted or retracted to another one. You know, like imagine Chucky coming apart, you know, at the seams, like how they talk about like where he first get into the doll, but then over time he turns into flesh and bone and all that.
Oh, the consciousness of the
Yeah,
of
the reality, like you know, where like say
inhabited
where the flesh
inhabited
set
doll
in.
body. Yeah.
My bad, Origin.
No, I was just trying to like go along with you, you know.
No doubt.
But
We got it. We got this too. It's easy. You know, say like that zipper, that denotes the sleep. Like I remember the movie Friday the 13th where they remade it. And Jason had the chick in the damn. Oh, I gotta light my blunt up real quick.
well, you like the scary
Hey,
ones, huh?
I wanted to quickly swing it back to the superhero side of things, right? But like we were talking
Okay.
about the how where do they get their base reality from, right? I've been looking into, you know, the eyes as I've been doing for a little while now. And when I look
Okay.
at Superman, right, the stuff that he does with his eyes, I feel like they're trying to tell us something with our eyes, ourselves, and you know, this place that we call home. Because I do believe that it is a type of an eye or the brain that we're on, right? But I'm gonna
Mhm.
stick with the eyes for the moment. I've been saying that we could possibly be living on the lens of the eye, right, or inside the lens, the nucleus. And with the sun and the moon now, right, uh, I feel like the moon is the feminine principle, right, but it also has its own light,
Mhm.
its eternal light, right. I think it's separate from the sun. When they tell us that the sun illuminates the moon, I think that's all crap. It illuminates the sky, which the moon happens to be in, but in the nighttime, it's got its own source of energy. And I think
Mhm.
that's what they're trying to not tell us with our eyes. It's got its own internal glow.
Mhm.
The
Like
mind.
say, like an egg got a yolk.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I
It's
think
your
that's where
level of perception
Superman
again.
gets the
It's how you perceive. It should be more like that rather than mind.
Mm-hmm. Frequency, or you know how you express it or paint the picture. Yep.
The perceptions, how like how much aware are you really? I mean, when you
Precision.
Hey, my bad, y'all. Hey, London man, you was just talking about like the cosmic egg right in the eye, right?
correct.
That's what I'm saying. Everything revolves around the eye of the beholder, eye land, Iraq, Iran. Everything has an eye. The mind's eye, the eye of the storm. That's why. What's the name? Mind's eye. You killed me out when you put the mummy wrapped up inside the tarban with the hurricanes, like with the
Let's
twister. I mean,
go.
I was like, God damn. So everything revolves around that eye, the eye of the beholder. Who say this ram is the eye of the beholder? You know, we behold the eye
Mhm.
too.
Look at this. Look at this. Where you say that, I remember that movie title reminds me of the movie title, The Talented Mr. Ripley. Y'all remember that?
No, I know the title, but I haven't seen it. I do know the title.
Say the Talented Mr. Ripley.
The Magician Man.
man,
You know, he'll take a person's identity, right? Look just like him, similar, you know.
Mhm.
He just say adapt or adopt or take, abduct your swag, right? And
Kind of like your boy. My bad, man's like kind of like that character from Mortal Kombat. What's his name? That snatched souls and became
Shang
you. I forgot his
Tsung.
name.
Yep, Shang
Yeah.
Tsung. Yep,
Yeah.
Shang Tsung, bro. Look, all around the world, the same song, sung, Samsung,
So
God damn.
right?
song.
Code.
So look, the talented Mr. Ripley, look, that's Chucky when he got ripped up. You know, he got sold up and stuff, but he was a ripped up dog. Look, rest in peace too. Or right.
Yeah, but weren't we talking about Agents of the Matrix?
Mm-hmm. These are, or say everything is where if we look at it like, you know, say the comic book, say, here come a villain or here come a hero or neutral or, you know, NPCs, they saying now. But you got to be ready for all of them or whatever may come. Like, say you with Superman or something. Kind of like where you was just expressing what you was saying, right, London? About the eyes, like, see, it's eyes sound like ice, right?
That's what comic book character he'd be. The one with the red eyes that have the lasers coming out.
Mm-hmm. Look, you know how you could like say where they be like the pressure on somebody or the spotlight. If somebody got a lot of attention and they ain't ready for it, they start melting like butter because everybody eyes is on them. You know,
I'd be the sick one who could
man,
remote
it's hot.
Remote view.
like have all over being able to control others. Well, not control, but like make it happen the way I want it or something like that.
Manipulate.
That is deep because it's like, you know, say being able to keep the snowman from melting, right? Because if the pressure is on you, it's just like say if you was holding literal heavy tons of something, like melting is just like being smashed by the big house that crushed the witch on
The
the
Wizard
eye.
of Oz.
You know, it's the same difference. You know, so it's like if you can withstand that pressure, then you will be the snowman. That's the day walker, like Blade.
I
I ain't
found the
never, you
ruby
know,
slippers to take me home.
no place
Speaking
like
of
that
Wizard
place, huh?
of Oz, no place like home.
That's what they say. Hey, look, like say, the snowman is literally, you know, the basic stove, right? It got the little toaster level, the oven level, and the top surface level where you got the burners.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that. Like, the snowman is the stove in our house.
Oh yeah, I see that analogy.
Look, his hat, London. It's the pots on the gridiron that hold the melted water or snow, right? So this is like Scorpion and Sub Zero, or you know what I mean? Where they had that blast, like say Goku and Gohan, you know, and they shooting that beam at the middle of the right there. That's what we dealing with, that fire and ice. I'm gonna shut up for a second. What y'all think though?
I've noticed that they do mention ice a lot. When I've been looking at these very
Hmm.
old depictions of the realm in
Hmm.
Islam, right? In Islam, it's always mentioning ice, right? But it mentions like a disease also when it mentions
Okay.
ice in this realm. So a part of me feels like just like our eyes, you know, it gets diseased and things happen to the eye. Could the, could the realm be, you know, going through a stage where it's like a disease, almost like, you know, that's why we're going through turbulence at the moment.
Hmm.
You
Or
know,
look, imagine, you know, a bird, how it's always, say a worm is always, think of the reflection, right? Like say where you get the reflection of anything that's always in your eye. That's kind of how I look at it. Like like the apple in the eye or the worm in the apple. You know,
What
like
about the
say
third
that
eye?
reflection, huh?
What about
Like,
the third eye?
yeah, that's like that's gonna be always. It's gonna lead you to where you physically at, But like say where people do stand in the reflection of your eye, that part you talked about that we can't see or we see through, London. That part, like everything reflects off of that. So it's like say that's the slit. Like say you know
The
the
slit.
the reflection on the eyeball, it's like ghostly, right? Say if I was standing and you could see me, I'd have my reflection, like I'd be right there in your eyeball, standing right before the pupil, the cornea, right? And that like say where you could see through the reflection on the eyeball, um, that's ghostly, right? And then the pupil is right there. So it's like you going into boom, that eyeball. If I could paint that picture for us and we see that, like say that's that reptilian slit that they talk about. But like say
Uh-oh.
where we walking through that, you know what I mean?
But hold on, because look, see, this is but a little something in my mind now because
Let's go.
this is where I think they may have got the first, quote unquote ghost from, right? I reckon it was the moon,
Okay.
all white. You can see through it, right? It's spooky. How the hell is it up there? What's going on? That could be the first ghost because you can see through it. It's got the stars. It's got the
It's
eyes and the
translucent.
translucent.
Well, that's just um false light that you can see. If you saw the like the eternal light, you can't
Hmm.
perceive that. The but the eyes can only perceive the deceptions
Or
because
the
they're not
protection.
geared to higher sight to see beyond the spectrums.
Hmm. It is. It's look, crystallized. Because everything is straight from your like say you projecting everything that you dealing with. It's straight from the pineal gland. If you ask me, where you can run and jump and hug
Well, you're
anything.
certainly correct. Yeah.
It's kind of like you are the living bullet or blob.
Well, what do you say to simulation here? And it's only our consciousness and what we're aware of to
Hmm.
perceive is through the avatar's eyes,
Okay.
unless you access your higher abilities as a being.
Right. It's like I'm imagining how light, say they had that light system where it's like metal panels and it transferred the light beam and lit up the environment or whatever. That's what we think like say if you don't see it, it ain't really there. If you can't say detect it or fathom it or pull it out and talk about it like we doing, then that stuff don't exist. But the stuff that we can paint and present and because it's just like they talk about them futuristic panel screens and all that stuff where they slide and
Or the holographic room
holographic, yeah.
that that of Star
That's what
Trek,
make me say crystallization.
the the holograph room in Star Trek.
But you're not wrong though because we're wrapped in a crystalline substance, right?
Hmm.
This is how, right, you can see curve on a flat plane. Once you look for a crystalline substance, it changes your perspective. So imagine that on a macro level. this is why people sometimes get deceived when they go at high altitudes, and you might see a little curve depending on what type of device you use,
Okay.
because you're looking for a crystalline substance, just like what those people were showing you in their work art, Dark Side of the Moon, right? When it's got the crystal, the diamond, right?
Hmm.
As the light comes through, it changes its direction slightly, right? That's the same with a crystalline substance. But
And what they
Wow.
say all the time, y'all, what they say all the time, out of sight, out of mind. So if it's not in your oculus, it's not in your mind. This is why I won't change the subject. This is why a lot of so-called quote unquote NPCs don't see what we see, because it's out of sight, out of mind. It's in our sight, so it's in our mind. It's in our, all right, come on, yeah.
Yeah, I got you. Hey, that's clear right there, man. Hmm. You know, like psyche, it's the psychedelic type of existence that we live in. I know, like it all makes sense because it's just a whole bunch of, stuff piled up on top of each other, or
yeah,
repeats of the same programs,
it's
like a
Well,
record room.
this
oh
goes
no,
back to what I
my.
was saying with the eternal light, right? Because the matrix won't work without an internal light. It needs a light to project the matrix,
Hmm.
right? And that's where
Well,
I
we
think
can power it.
that's
Yeah.
that's where I think the nucleus comes into play. I've been doing some research into it, finding some new information with the eye, but I think it projects itself out because it's called the nucleus. Sorry, it's called the matrix also, but it's wrapped in crystalline
Hmm.
material, and it projects outwards. You
Hmm.
understand? And I've been watching some people do experiments, and it it, it looks spooky, but it looks like it could be true. Because the experiments is looking like, yo, this looks like what Tesla and these other people are talking about.
Right.
The
It is.
eyes are the
It's
windows
just
to
like that.
the soul.
Oh, go ahead.
The eyes are the windows to the soul, right? So,
Word.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like London Man had made a presentation a couple months ago about that, and I just did a presentation on my channel about the eye of the storm. So who's to say we don't live in an eye, like some type of cosmic egg that's an eye, as above, so below, as within, so without. Just like everything that we have, this realm has. So who's to say we don't live in that type of construct? It makes more sense to me now.
Hmm.
Because
Think
everything,
about it.
like
Like,
you said, these so-called geographical land masses, they call them islands.
hmm
Everything revolves around
yeah.
that island here. So I don't know, man. It's just a hypothesis of mine,
Look,
you know.
Hey, and
the
and and look,
island.
look, and let me sprinkle a bit more truth in that, right? Because even when I was going back, I saw how they was originally spelling island. It was EYE, then land.
Mm.
You understand? Yeah, I swear to
Yeah.
God.
Look. Say like micro and macro, right? That was just mentioned a second ago. I looked at it like, say, it gets down to, say the smallest ant, right?
Mhm.
The littlest creatures, like, say, they do double up. They do grow, like, say, where you could look at it, say, from micro to macro levels, you know, say one of the insects, for instance, would be the roach, right?
Yeah.
Remember the roach, right? The roach, say you can tie that to death row, right? Say death row is death roach,
Death row.
because anybody see a roach or a roach get by you, it's like you gonna stomp on it, right? You gonna step on the
Oh,
roach, and that's like, say, death is kind of sort of like inevitable, or you know how this where you get to that concept of the gentle giant, man. Right? This motherfucking big ass giant then acknowledge the smallest roach. Imagine that, man. How they paint the giant for us in these films and stuff. You know, this motherfucker ain't
Yeah.
trying to step on the roach. Cause you do get what you give.
But we are the giants, so it's kind of showing us, you know, we got to kind of even look where we step, watch where we step,
Mm-hmm.
'cause you are
Right. Look, Superman, right? The roach beating. Look, you stepped on it, but it didn't lifted your foot. Like, hold up. You know how Superman lift up a car?
the.
That kind of concept. Mighty Mouse. Um, look, the scarab beetle was prevalent in Egypt. Say that, right?
hmm
The bugs, I'm just getting that, like say, the micro to macro.
Yeah, they play the
All of these things grow from. It can be the rat. It ain't gotta be bug. You know, like say the rat is just a rabbit. On another level, like this where they tell us about that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle crap, right? Say
Well,
um you can see the
the size
mutation where it varies through the species on the whole planet. What was
planet,
you about to say, Georgia?
uh, planet.
But
Um,
do you
I
think this?
don't really concern myself with like the
Hmm.
matrix, like the comings and goings and activities and all that, because there's bigger fish to fry, you know? Like,
Yeah.
why
Once you
are
you
we
you you
here?
you go from, like say with a fine tooth comb, then you eventually get to the meat, the story you overstand and understand.
How
But yeah,
about
like say,
duplicate?
from micro to macro, it does show you a lot dealing with this world. And
Well, I know that everybody is micromanaged because it is not normal for us to sleep. That's induced. This is like a system that we're
Mhm.
in. And micromanagement is done. And nobody remembers hardly their original, like as a being, where they came from, or what this place exactly is. Everybody has amnesia. So that would be the thing to concentrate on, to figure that out.
How you gonna do that?
But on another side with that, right? I've heard that before. Sometimes I'm down with that. But what if I don't know, hypothetically speaking, some people had traumas in their past life that they wish they would never revisit. And that's why, some people's mind gets erased because they choose to erase it. They don't want to revisit that trauma.
If you ask
Well, yeah.
me, it's exactly what you dealing with. Like what you looking for is the present right now. It's like, I'm not on no quest of talking about where I came from, and all of that kind of stuff. I am where I came from right
Mhm.
now. Like I brought it with me.
I know.
Everybody's responsible for their own condition, though, really.
To a degree, yeah. To a degree, yeah. You, you got to play the card you're dealt where you land, yeah.
Well, if they don't want it, if you want something, you'll go after it. But if you don't want to and you're just satisfied where you're at, then that's what it's going to be.
But what if some people don't even know you know, there's other places existing.
Right.
I feel like it's more or less if you know, right, then you know when they say if you know better, you do better, right? But you know, going
Right.
back to the extended family in the jungles and all these places, they know what they know, you know, just keep their family and tribe alive, you know, and give thanks. They're not trying to do no better, move up in the corporate world or do anything. They're just content with where they are. They
Yeah,
don't care.
Right.
Understood.
right
Exactly.
now, that's what they appreciate, and they say they gonna appreciate the future. You know, which is right now because we going into it. You know. Hey, one thing, hey man, y'all might call this crazy, but guess what I just noticed the
What's
other
that?
day? Remember Bruce Lee, right? In his physique.
Mm-hmm.
This just out, you know,
But the Cobra.
freestyle. Huh?
Yeah, he had the Cobra physique.
Yeah, yeah, his
Mm-hmm.
abs.
Mm-hmm.
But then say on the side of that, man, I realized like, man, this dude, his whole back,
The back, yeah.
his back, he had a turtle shell, man. This motherfucker developed a turtle shell. You hear
Constellation
me?
change. Mm-hmm.
He became a true to life Ninja Turtle.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same, you know. I wonder why they did him like that though. Like, was he really mutating? You know, it does. It gets down to like say the food you eat and all of this stuff. It helps shape your vision and all of that.
Oh, that's
Would
true.
y'all agree?
Oh yeah,
Mind,
definitely.
body, soul.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm.
know, because a lot of us don't pay attention to what we eat, and it does. It's just like that Matrix movie. You know, or how they talk about the genie in the bottle. You do become that. Say if you got a toxic diet, you know, people do develop something at their core. If you ask me, right? Because like how you ingest your food is, that's how you think, like how you prepare and how you clean up. I think it's tied to how you eat. I don't know what it is with the cheese, right? But the cheese in the diet is prevalent to how people immune. Like look, say the concept of Mickey Mouse, right? Or Tom and Jerry. Cartoons, period. Right? Hold on, I gotta put my phone on the charger. The concept, right? Of cartoons. You know how the characters bounce back, or we get that. I can't even say the name. Is it just cheddar cheese? Right, the regular block of cheddar cheese, but the brick of cheese that got the holes in it. Y'all familiar? What's the name of that cheese? Mozzarella? Which one of them is it? Swiss?
Swiss cheese, cottage cheese. No, not cottage cheese. Swiss cheese.
But like say it got that rich yellow, and it got the perfect circle holes in it
Yeah,
when you cut
yeah,
it open, right?
yeah.
Like air hole.
Swiss cheese
That
type. Yeah.
that denotes the bounce back in this world. Like say your immune system, like it does tie to the immunity, right? Say how your body is like I don't know, I want to say animated, right? That block of cheese is prevalent to this realm, where this realm is like Looney Tunes. They kind of showed it in that film, the newest Space Jam, where they slam dunk. LeBron James ass in the role. Remember that, y'all?
No, I ain't seen that one, but I see where you're going with it. That's where they probably would get that analogy from,
Mm-hmm.
the moon is cheese, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah, the
sun.
hole in the wall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Say, the mask, he had the yellow,
Craters.
right? And like on the inside is the interior is like the leopard print, but that is equivalent to the holes in the cheese, right? Shoot them up, all of this stuff. Immunity to cheese, right? Look, say cheese,
Mm-hmm.
right? That
Damn.
translates. That translates is Satan's cheese, right? Cheese grater, where you can be grated or grated, or you grater, but you will say like you would hit the brick and go from micro to macro, like you went through the cheese noodler, the bread noodler, the spaghetti noodle maker, you know, like you fractal. This is what this is, man. Pinhead. Hit with the laser, like hit with the net, like the predator shoot you, Cyrax, Mortal Kombat. I don't know, I might need to chill out.
I see that more of like the say cheese, but more of something to do with
Shout
like
out. What's up, no? What's up, no? What's good?
Peace,
stuff like
everybody.
I see that on the lines of the lens itself, say like the lens, the camera, just like the
Mm-hmm.
eye, right? You're looking
Mm-hmm.
into the eye, but the camera works on the same principle as the eye and the lens itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost like mockery, as they're showing us.
Yeah, man. Because if you
Mhm.
don't read it, it can be, it will be mockery. Because like the IQ, like some people like as a child, I remember I could look at the ceiling, there'd be a whole bunch of little spackled dots, and I could just put a picture together. I could see all kind of stuff. You know, it's like being able to see. You know, it's being able to see where people just looking right now, but they don't see. They don't see all of the stuff in front of them that's showing them they are inside of the echo.
That,
Like
and,
that Matrix
and by side.
grid.
And that goes
Mm-hmm.
back to what I was saying. That goes back to what I was saying earlier, bro. Out of sight, out of mind. It's out of their
Mm-hmm.
sight. Even though it's in
They
their
got
sight,
look
it's still out of their sight.
facts. Look, they dodging bullets. Look, being misled, right, is you literally dodging bullets. If
Thank you,
you
bro.
can live to talk about being misled, did you learn where you was misled? So see how you dodged that bullet? It's like it's like being able to duck. I don't give a damn how far you gotta go to duck, but that's how it is with being able to see. You know how low can you go or whatnot. Cause if you don't watch it, say such and such, it'll take your head off. Look, misled, the bullet will knock your melon off. Look, this how Neo was dodging them damn bullets in the Matrix. Remember they made him fall, he fell backwards like a damn blade of grass in the wind. How it'll bend like a boat sail.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I be going off, man.
Man, you
Y'all
be
gotta
going,
shut me up.
hey, man, you like when you hit me with that with the whole mat with Jason's mask as a phone, like the old school phone. I was like, God
Mm-hmm.
damn! And then you had mentioned like the other day about the tornadoes, like how the mummies repping that. I was like, man, damn, this
Oh,
nigga
it's
might be
it's
cold
bigger
with it.
than us.
I'm like, damn.
You, hey, like, see that? Like, I had posted a little post, and it is just like, because Jason is, we are, say that body, the human anatomy is a living storm. It's a living tornado.
Facts,
You know what I
facts,
mean?
facts. And that's what I wanted to. That's what I wanted to prove. Like they thinking that these are just some like it's a coincidence. It's just one big anomaly. No, that's fucking storms. Because somebody tried to say deflect from that. The storm's not a living being like us. Man, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Whoa.
You ever a
It
chick ever
is.
coming a chick that bring chaotic energy, a woman that bring chaotic energy, she comes in the room like, oh man, storm's coming. She better come here and fuck up some shit. She better come in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same
Right.
thing. Like you were saying, a micro to a macro.
Bro. Look, micro macro. That's like say Jason. And he killed with things that'll get you in the tornado. Right? Harpoons and spears and all that knife. That stuff if you was in the storm with that, it's gonna skewer you. Right? It's gonna skewer you, security. It's gonna secure you. Right? So he throwing American flags through motherfucker's skull. Like they didn't know the storm was coming. You know what I mean? Say Camp Crystal Lake is equivalent to the forest, right? And he rolling around that motherfucker like he just huffing and puffy. Don't talk. He is a micro little, like if you could imagine it, like this where they could take the film. Yep. Spoilers. These spoilers for the future, right? Because they could turn
Hold on.
Jason into a literal walking tornado.
Yeah, but you know what? You're not wrong there, right? Because even when I check the analogy and what I've been looking into, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now remember, Jason's got the mask, right? And he's got the sword, right?
Word.
Now, I've been showing that the sword is a form of weapon that they've been showing on these old maps and the old coins, right? Now, this knife thing that I've been seeing, or the sword thing that I've been seeing, it seems to be penetrating
Mm.
the heavens, right? The eye. It seems to be penetrating the NIN, which is the mother or the great mother, Nanny, right? And even going back to what I said about the home, what its materials made out of, crystalline, right? And the Egyptians talk about the crystal sea, the crystal waters, right? Now, the name of that where Jason is bringing torment is Crystal
Okay.
Lake. Crystal Lake,
Mm.
right? And he's got the sword over there on Crystal Lake, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's hey, let me add something to that. Like, let's imagine, say, the concept, right? Because they said he drowned in that body of water, right? We know the basic lake, it shapes like a cup, right? He in there. See at the bottom of that, right? Say where he was shackled, and because Jason is basically the Loch Ness monster too, right? They had him with the steel chains on him, say weights holding him down at the center of the lake, but that same equivalent, right, is Jesus on the cross. And no pun intended about this stuff when I say it, but symbolism it's just that, you know what I mean? So look, that body of water, he floating in it just like Jesus would be hanging on the cross up here. Same difference,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The Holy Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
The Holy Ghost, like say, his mask, say basically, it locks in or lets out, like it's say the concept of the moon. Jason's mask. You know what I mean? You know how they say it shot the moon in the eye? It's Jason ass, and you can guarantee they harpooned his ass in that eyeball a few times.
And then look, you've even got to even check the name because he meant to be playing hop like in a sense Jesus Christ, like J Son, the son of
Word.
Jesus.
Word.
J Son, yeah.
Yep.
He got the
You,
sword.
you know, look, over time, didn't the mask yellow? It yellowed like cheese. right? Uh-oh, who dropped off?
Truth.
Okay, he'd be back. Okay.
Mhm.
Then like over time or the mass was old, it yellowed, like, you know, right? That's why he whispered. That's why he did the cause yellow
Right.
is yell low, like a whisper, right? Jason, right? Say like you said, the reflection, the sunlight on the face of the moon. Jason,
Mhm.
um, ventilation. Either locking that, like you know how you could lock up your tub right for a bath and you could let it out.
Mhm.
That concept, and that's for sure. Like where you do wash your body off, that dirty shell, right? It goes through the drain or whatnot, bro. Back.
Yeah, I'm back, man. It kicked me off, man. I guess I left out the crib. Kicked me off, man.
Yeah, it gets real deep because it goes back to like say where we get to Jesus, right? And cheese, right? Where the rat always gets the trap, right? As above, so below, micro, macro. Um, like I said, if you could step on the roach, this could be you that you stepping on, and like you do get what you give, or like say whatever may happen, you will remember all the stuff you did that you probably didn't have to do. You know, karma is a motherfucker. Like pinball games or something like that. I don't know if y'all like to play them pinball.
You already. I got a pinball game, man. I'm hip to them old school games, bro.
Yeah, that's what our
Yeah.
life is like, you know. So the rat getting the cheese, G's, Jesus on the cross, the wood, right? Say the basic rat trap. Y'all know the Victor brand, the wooden rat trap.
You talking about the old school ones?
Yeah, why clap? Right, put that yellow piece of cheese on it. But it's like, damn, that rat didn't die because if you know, if it's one, it's a lot more where he came from, like roaches. If you see one, it's a whole bunch. You know what I mean? Micro and macro. Like that motherfucker ain't just pop up. If it did come from the future, right? He just meeting his people, but ain't no fucking roach just popped up one roach. You know, so the thing with say Satan's cheese or the rat trap in the wood human being on the cross, you know, this is just like say I don't know, you know.
Yeah, you right, man. Man. I've been looking into like a lot of different meaning for these words too. Like when they call people bipolar, I look up the etymology for polar. It means different spirits, different fears, spirits of the like different spirits of the brain or the mind. Oh, that
Mhm.
person's bipolar.
Mhm.
What are they really saying when they say that? Like this person's bipolar.
And
Took
look,
a
I'm thinking ice, like icy. Look, it's being able to compute icy everything. Look, pharaohs is pharaohs, right? Where
Like
you
speaking
get
of
to the
look, it has that I in it again. Isis,
mhm.
Osiris.
Yep, it's pharaohs, and look, the pyramids is some sharp igloos. Say the rock is equivalent to if you seen a holographic blueprint of, you know how we put buildings together and stuff. It be in a blue form on the paper, and then we solidate it, but that's still the, you know, you can break it down, it'll melt. You can destruct it and rebuild it, you know. Where they put Egypt together and stuff, them big slab rocks, you know what I mean? Y'all see what I'm saying?
I got you. I
Um,
got you, son.
yeah, man, that's that matrix, that's that grid, you know, like, and it's crazy how they had them, right? Look, this is like an ice world, but it was, you know, made of sand, rock, and rubble and all that stuff. Like, imagine kids going to the snow park and, you know, skating and ice skating and stuff. This what they look bipolar, bro. This what you got me saying this because I see everything. It's like a kid at the ice sculpture park and there's ice everywhere. But imagine this all your life, not just frozen, like the movie, right? Like I see everything. Look, like you sees it. The pharaohs was on it. Like if it intrigued them, you know, like they was on it. Like it's like the magic that we talk about.
Right.
I know I talk too much, bro. You just got me. You know
No,
what I
man.
mean? I'm thawed out. It's like
Fine, bro.
imagine if
You really be blowing my mind. Like too many people. I listen to a lot of people, man. Most of them do. Like, I ain't gonna hold on. Let me reiterate, bro. Let me reiterate on what I'm saying. You
vice
only the
versa,
few people that blow my mind when you talk, man.
man.
That make me think. And I
Yep,
believe myself to be an intelligent man. And when I
I'm
talk to you, like I gotta step my game up when I talk to you. Like, God damn.
I'm
He
appreciative
really
to
he really going
everybody.
on
You
my
know.
head. Like he really going on my head like a bulimic on a seesaw.
Hey,
We on a mission, man. Look, that's why they call it the vampire Frost and Blade. Right. Man, I just be, you know, I see enough in whatever I can compute or I can, you know, break down stuff I remember. I just be, you know, tying it into our conversation sometime. Like you made me hit the link where you said the skin suit, because man, I just saw that movie Smile. And it was the
Right.
craziest shit. It was the craziest shit, but it's just what
And
we
look,
talking about right now.
one of my subs brought that to my attention. Like her name is Truther. She's like, just
Uh-huh.
cause like everybody's wearing a suit. The motherfuckers now we ain't talking about no suit and tie. Talking about like you was just saying. They went like what I
The
was saying on the
organism.
video the other day earlier. They wearing suits, man.
Mm-hmm.
Big skin suits, man.
Bro, they showed. Have you seen that film, Smile?
Nah, I ain't seen it.
It's so deep and it's so symbolic because they showed the creature, right? Say the macro creature in the film. You know, where you get to the end of the game and this motherfucker be all over the wall like aliens, right? It didn't have no skin. It didn't have no. It was like the skint people in Hellraiser. Right, but it wasn't even human form. Like it was a damn some type of big human bug. It was a parasite, like say worm, right? That motherfucker had a mouth within a mouth within a mouth within a mouth like aliens, right? But its physiology, like it had a human like face, jawbone, and teeth and shit. But that motherfucker where the only person that was infected by it could see it and the rest of the world couldn't see it, bro. So it was crawling into people's body in front of everybody, but the only person that could see it was the body being taken over,
Right.
right? So like where this parasite got into the star of the film, right? It's just like you know, because everything is everything. But like
They were showing us in that movie like how these parasites take over the human anatomy, take over your whole, take over
bro, everything.
penetrate your aura, man.
It was basically big worm. That's
Pair
what
of
the
sights.
thing was.
Like we were just talking about seeing and being able to see. Pair of sights. Parasites. They take
Mm-hmm.
away your sight. Now they seeing for you.
Yep. It was big worm and Friday. Look, Friday denotes the flame. Friday, right? You know how they say the flamethrower can burn a worm, which is a germ, and that's anything like a flesh-eating organism. A dog can become a germ that'll eat your ass up in a 2.2. You know, flesh-eating organisms. Bear. You
Mm,
know,
damn. Yeah, you right.
everything is a germ. It's like acid, where you can
That's
see
that's kind of like my
acid.
dog, bro. That's kind of like my dog, bro. My dog will eat
Mhm.
anything. I tell my wife all the time and say, if you chop your arm off, throw that shit in the yard, she'll eat it. Most definitely.
Yeah. Instinct. You know, organic. It ain't that they, that's they programming. They gon'
Right.
cause it
Right.
is
Right.
look acid, and then look after you eat the food, like you gonna have to go to sleep. Like say acid is tied to a sit. And what a dog do, like it sit,
Mm, damn. Hold up. God damn. Oh man.
they like where they talk about the mouth of a dog clean, right? You look up, leave organic matter around a dog. Like sometimes it can be literally the number two, and the dog will flip it. I don't understand it, like but a dog will clean up like say a good plate. You know what I mean? But they say the dog's mouth is cleaner than a human's. Like, is it an analogy there or something, y'all?
Wow, man. Hey, London, man, what you think about all this, bro? You want to chime in, man?
Yeah, the last part. Every time when I hear people talk about the dog, for some reason, I always think of the dogs are serious.
Okay,
The dogs are serious. And how even the Dogons always used to speak about the dog star.
right.
Yeah, I wonder
The
if the
dog is
connection.
woo, and it's deep because it ain't just that creature specifically. It's all of the animals. They all four legged like the dog. Like say the footstool. Boom. The footstool, right? Where you sit. Like say it ain't like you disrespecting, you know, where you stand on. It is basically part of you. You know how a surfboard will carry you?
Mhm.
These what these animals is like. Like say, that could be equivalent to the carpet, right? Or where man is half animal because the animal is like a lower half, like the vehicle, right? Imagine you on the back of the horse, boom, kicking shit with
Got you.
this is what this stuff is, man. Voltron, Transformers, where like they said, Tarzan was tapped in with all the animals, man, and he wouldn't have to touch the ground.
Yeah, Tarzan.
They'll throw his ass around like a superstar at the concert. This the back of the animal, like God translate his dog, where it ain't just the dog, it's everything that the dog a heard. Where he's man's best friend.
Hmm.
He got a specific spot where he ain't like the other animals, like at any moment he can be adapted or adopted by man. I don't give a fuck if it was a werewolf or fucking wolf. I feel like I'm talking too much though. Let me do this tornado thing on one of these backwoods.
The
Twist one.
tornado things.
Yeah, man, I got to twist one, bro, real quick.
Shit. I'm about to do the same, roll something up. Something up.
Cause hey, it's the army shit, man. It's drum roll. That shit becomes all the stuff we sell, firecrackers, guns, explosions, clap, applause, all of the, like there you go. A ghost. Like boom. Motherfucker be like, what the hell was that? The BOO. Before the M, like the boom, the ghost is real. Like, say you came around the corner and it's smoke disappearing from the explosion. There go the ghost.
Yeah.
People don't believe it's real, man. It's very real. You know how when we was younger, man, we played with the smoke. Like, we
Hey, Mike,
blew it up
Mike
our
check.
nose.
Hey, mine's out.
There you
Hold
go.
on,
We
hold on
hear
one
you.
second. Hold on one second, bro. Hold on one second, big dog. If anybody
Okay.
listening, if anybody wants to join the panel and build with these brothers, hit the link in the chat and I'll add you up. I'm gonna step away again for a few minutes. If anybody want to join and build with the brothers, man, y'all more than welcome to come up, man. But go ahead, bro. My bad.
No problem, man. I'm just chopping it with you, man, because I figured,
Yeah, man. I don't like. That's what I'm saying. I'll be out and about, like cleaning my windows, doing my job, bro. Trying to run my business, man. I don't like doing these panels when I'm out and about because I feel like I ain't trying to neglect the panel. But like, as long as somebody on here building, man, I'll leave it up.
Yeah, man. Say we advanced up here. I know London advanced for sure.
Oh yeah,
Say
London, he on
word.
another. Yeah, London, he on another level with it. That's why I fuck with
Next
y'all, man.
word. Well,
Yes,
that's where we, and we just freestyling.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like
Mm-hmm.
there ain't no specific thing, but yeah, like say, the environment and stuff, man. That's what we need to acknowledge and see where we at, man. Cause like I was saying about that cheese, man, it become it, micro, macro, cheese turns into the gold. The gold coins, the gold everything. That's that cheese. You know what I mean?
That
And
golden
it's
age.
equivalent. Huh, bro?
That's the golden age.
Yeah. Bronze, silver. Which one we in right now? I can't even recall. Is we in the bronze?
I think it's the bronze, yeah.
Yeah, it is
The bronze, the bronze.
it's ill,
Yeah.
man, how this conundrum is, but like
Like
go ahead, bro.
like a copper, like instead of saying the blacks or the goldens, you say like le blacks, le goldens, le bronze.
Mm, I got a LeBaron.
Yeah.
I got a LeBaron, Freddie. Oh shit, man. It's too much. It's like where you can, where you gone over enough, you can see, and paint a picture. Cause I mean, I make it work for me, as far as my sanity and, you know, cause at one time, man, having a lot of stuff, but not being able to make it make sense, you would go crazy, you can lose it, man. So where you do find a way to shape and, you know, put it in some type of perspective, yeah, that's a shout out. Cause you be one of them people that bounce back, bounce back where you never really leave. What was that, bro?
No, I said, yeah. I said, I was rolling something. Give me a sec.
I'm here. I'm done.
Two.
See, it's like say, I remember asking the question. I said, why does this cheese have holes in it? You know, right? Because it's explosive. You know, it gotta have ventilation.
See, that's
See,
how it
because
cools
this,
itself down.
hmm,
Would that be how it cool itself down, like some air mufflers?
mm-hmm, has balance. You know, but if you cap it up, close it up, it's gonna start to age. It's gonna start to ode, like OWED. And that's like it's gonna start to odor. It's gonna blow up. Like, you know what I mean? Everything is like a child that gotta say something.
Like this bad boy.
You know what I mean? So all of that is like where it can't be contained really, you know, it can't really be contained is like say for that term hiding, right? Hiding. Has something really ever been hidden from you, London?
No, not me, not hidden. Just
Not, it's right there though, right? Hiding, like say high always denotes to up, right? Say like cheese stink to high heaven. Ugh, you do got a putrid, you know. It varies like volume. Certain cheeses. Oh man, it get to the worst. Is I can't believe it that they do this. You know, in some places with the wiggly cheese got the worms in it and shit. It is that type of turn up on the cheese level. You know, but it's a lot of symbolism within it. I think.
there's a lot of symbolism, even when it comes down to the stuff with the realm, right? How they would show you the peach, the apple, the cheese, right? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like these are little decodes for the realm that we live in. You know, James and the Giant Peach, for an
Mm-hmm.
example. You know, that's another diagram of quote unquote the earth. You know, the peach in the middle, the core,
Mm-hmm.
center, and the layers, and then you got the parasite and the human living on the peach, right? Living on
Mm-hmm.
the construct, right? It's flying around, quote unquote, right? Um, it's
That's
also
that.
it's just you know alongside with all the creatures that's infested on it. Um, so much stuff with the apple as well. All of these movies that they put out there.
The pear. The pear is real special.
I'm yet to see the pair in most of these topics. It's always either the apple or the peach when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to the world, because those things have a prominent core, right? And it's always
Okay.
about, it leads back, the core will take you back to the inner earth, hollow earth, right? This is what they don't want you to know when they're showing you these things. It's not flat earth they're trying to hide you from. They're trying to hide you from the hollow earth.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
I
And
would agree.
that's what these things represent. Back to
Mm-hmm.
mother.
That's that, say that the Polar Express, because it's like being able to police your left and right hemispheres, because it's like, where we say it, where you see everything. It's like being a child inside of the candy store, If you don't know how to say one thing at a time, or, you be done went crazy like Sherman Clump in that motherfucker, right? And this ties to say I call it the Slim Shady program. You know what I mean? Because Eminem Slim Shady was basically, you know, say dude dope. Like say the conundrum of all the stuff we talk about, like Slim Shady is like, to me, you know, it's just like where they talked about the Nutty Professor. You know what I mean? And like we said, you are what you eat, right? We did mention that a second ago, right? How you eat, that's how you think. Like, you know, which brought us to that cheese, immunities, right? Where that cheese can be equivalent to the trap, or you might not want that pea. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention. That's where you got to pay attention. And where everybody's content right now, like, yeah, what you eat. What do you eat? When somebody bother you though, where you eat at. You know what I mean? Like the
Angelico.
Snickers commercial, you be mad as fuck if you don't get to eat. You
Snickers come.
know, like that's where they gon' like say if you hit there, then you gonna pay attention, like we always do, because you don't just put anything in your mouth and eat it. You can't eat no damn stones. But that is say the way you think, or however our diet is, what we ingest, like it makes us, you know, big like Sherman Clump, or you be slim like Buddy Love, depending on, you know what I mean?
That's probably another analogy where they're trying to get the world to be one half of them's going to be fat and the other half is going to be, you know.
Like Puffy and Big.
Mm.
Puffy and Big, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
I don't know where that one came from, just,
That's
you
a
know what I'm
fucking
saying?
big.
It's a
Yeah.
lot going on with that part of the realm, right? Cause you
Yeah.
wouldn't believe it, like Bad Boy and right, Bad Boy and Death Row goes left and right hand. You know, damn, it just speak for itself. Where like, for we know not what we do, if I could say that, bro. Like right now, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing, but I don't know what I'm doing. Did I do that? No, did he? Right? Because you could be like every time, and if it's your world, you are at the top of that motherfucker, like the sun. It is. It's your world, man.
And if
Your
you
point of view.
Angelico. No, I ain't tried that. What is that? Frangelico. Liquor.
What's that?
No, he asked us
What's
have
that
we
in the
ever tried.
chats?
Yeah, the licks. I've never tried that one.
Any yous ever tried Angelica liquor? Probably made you think, yeah, put you through the I gotta be careful drinking liquor because you know it have whew, it affects you. Let me
But
say that. You know what I mean? And I ain't saying it like, I remember a person I was drinking with one time, they was like, I totally see the difference between you being sober and you being drunk. I was like, that's why I drink, right? You know what I mean?
shit.
Yeah, because it's like, damn, you altered. You know what I mean? I don't know if you heard it or say dude Eminem, right? He dropped this new album, right? I don't know if you heard or peeped it.
I'm not an M fam like that.
Um, he called it like it's the symbolism. It's everything is everything. Where damn, you know.
I'm still with y'all boys, man. I'm cutting them. I'm in and out, man.
Okay, respect, man. You
Mhm.
know we think about you. We here, man.
Good build, man. Yeah, you see, good build, man. I appreciate y'all, man.
No doubt, man. Shit, ain't nothing like the freestyle.
I kind
Hey,
of, I kind of want to start doing like panels, like how y'all ever heard of Smoke Signal? He does like 10-hour panels, but he just leaves and let everybody build. If I had more people to join, I could just do something like that. Just let
Mm-hmm.
everybody.
nah, hey, I mean, from experience, right? I used to have panels like that. I don't even do panels like that anymore because not everybody gets to have a word, and it's chaos sometimes, and some people leave with their tails between their legs. You understand?
Right.
Yeah. And then you just get to the point where you been there, done that, and
Mm.
you elevate.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like that's how that Cyril guy was, man. Some people just they not reachable, man. The shit just can't click. Like you were saying, they can't compute. Their computer can't
Mm-hmm.
compute. What's like the
Yeah.
download is being given to them. It's like it's a virus. What we saying to them,
Yep.
and
They
they
being
can't download
misled
it.
where they weary of being misled. This is where it's like, say, the longer you conversate with a person that ain't really on the same level with you, if they get to that point, it's like you insulting them, and they'll be like, "Oh man, this bullshit you talking about, right?
Right.
Like you shooting bullets all past them around they eardrums. You know what I'm saying? With everything you saying, and if it's any type of disagreement or shaky ground, then that person can, if they don't really care for you, they're just, disturbed. They're disturbed.
Right. It's a
Could
form
I
of a
say it
glitch or
like
something
that?
like that, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they'll put where they like cat scratch on the board, like they'll put that on you, that static, and it might ruin the message for everybody, or how everything will be flowing and stuff.
Right.
Literally, flowing is the floor. Like, imagine the motherfucker turning, the motherfucker's trying to grab you and fucking up the flow.
Fucking up the blueprint, the flow plans, man.
Mm-hmm. The motherfucker turning the tar. And, like a fucked up symbiote, everybody be like, ah.
Right. It's just I want to see everybody level up and maximize on the intellectual, spiritual level, man. It's just being on the aware of just knowing, coming out of
Aware.
being aware. Because of,
Yeah.
like, when I first started doing this, bro, I was just doing like basic breakdowns of Masonic hand gestures. I pull up a puppet like Donald Trump or Bill Clinton, like, oh look, they doing the Masonic gesture. I was doing small breakdowns like that, and me
Mm-hmm.
knowing where I came from to where I'm at now, it's just about growth. Some
Mm-hmm.
people they not about development or growth,
Right. It's exactly about
That's
that.
it. That's it.
You know,
I've said that before, even with some of these prominent figures within the flat Earth community, right? We're all trying to
word.
figure this thing out, right? We're all trying to figure this thing out, right? So it's
Mm-hmm.
got to the point where if I've got my little corner and I feel like I've got a part of the truth, and someone approaches me and says, "Hey, look, I think you're wrong about this. Such and such, A, Y, and B, blah blah blah." I'm willing to sit down and listen to them, right? But I've approached people within flat Earth community, and they don't really accept no outside influence. They rather just keep it flat Earth, and no, you ain't trying to debunk this. You understand? I feel like with those type of actions, it can be very detrimental to a community. You know, it can lead back to indoctrination if people ain't willing to hear a different part of the story. It's like you're trying to close the door on a visitor that's coming with information, right?
Fact. And that's what I was saying earlier, London, on my live. I said it on the video too. I said, man, I feel like people that join these communities, you subscribing to something, you putting yourself back inside of a box. That's why I'm not a part of no community, man. I think outside, that's a part of thinking outside of the box, right? So I feel like somebody say, I'm a part of the flat earth community, I'm a part of the globe community, I'm a part of the spiritual community, I'm part of the conscious community, I'm part of the bestiality community. You're putting yourself back inside of a box to where you subjugating yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be able to think on a like you're not gonna be able to take in a plethora of information because you subside inside of a box. So you just
Mm-hmm.
cave in. So you only gonna know what you subscribe to. So if you're a flat earther, that's all you're gonna know. So somebody try to come tell you about something else, a cosmic egg, somebody try to tell you about like a hurricane being a living being. Like, man, what the hell are you talking about? I'm subscribed to this notion right here. This is all I know. So this is
Yeah.
why I'm not a part of the community, man. You know, I got out of that shit. Fuck all that, man. Excuse my
Mm-hmm.
French.
Respect. I got one thing I say about flat, right? Like where you get to flat Earth is just like how they said the Little Mermaid came up here and got legs, right? Flat Earth is a fish out of water, right? A fish can't balance itself, right? If you see where the flat Earth is real, it's a flopping fish that needs to be put back in, right? Imagine that big ass whale. Boom, flat Earth, right? But you a fish out of water. Now, say take that equivalent, right, where the whale can be grounded, right, where we already grounded, right, we up here where the whale could come, right, where we go flat Earth and all that shit. Now you didn't threw yourself out onto a flat Earth, right? I seen a piece of content the other day, y'all. Right. It was a car driving across, say, a horizontal plane, yet they obscured it and they made the plane bend like a spear, right? And said if the earth is round, then why the ground don't do right? I said, damn, the tires are round that car is sitting on. Are they not? Are tires not round?
Hella
Right?
round. Hmm.
Yeah. Now, who wants a flat tire? Yeah, they better stop with that flat Earth shit because you look up and you see what flat is. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
The opposite of flat, where you get micro and macro, you get inhale, exhale, the blow of up, the hiding, right?
Hey, look. They say flat Earth this, flat Earth that. Like, man, your girl's ass flat too, man. She got flat. So what are you trying to say? No, my bad. Yeah, go ahead.
Fillet, fillet, fillet. You know, like say it's right there at if you ask me, like where you go from dumb and getting the okay, let me get my ass back in this water, like you would see a damn fish trying to get back if we get out, right? Let me get my ass back in line. Okay, shit. You know what I mean? That's what you like. You find where you was dumb and dumber. Like flatline is damn me dead. You better wake up. You know what I mean?
I mean, even with the flat, right? I mean, because look, it's not
Mhm.
really giving me a description. Anything can be flat. A rectangular shape can be flat, depending how you
Mhm.
look at it, right? Any shape can be flat. So it it could be flat rectangular Earth, or flat triangle Earth, or flat diamond
Talk
Earth.
about it.
You understand? It's not really giving me a description. So it's like,
Bro, you know, like this where we gotta see. Like, so now, like, you know, are we on the earth or are we in it? Right?
exactly.
Is a squirrel in the tree or is he on it?
Mm,
Let's talk about it.
that's it.
Right.
That's the part they're missing. That's
Mm-hmm.
the part they're missing.
Bro. Like say you get the snake, right? Kind of like you just mentioned the worm being in the apple, you know. Say the whole if you get a worm and that motherfucker like damn, I guess that's his Iron Man suit.
Mhm.
You see the worm in the apple, his little, you know, red Iron Man suit. Am I wrong? He
No,
got
you're
some.
not. That's
He
us
got,
they're talking about. That's us in the lens contained with iron. We're in the iron
mm-hmm,
suit.
mm-hmm.
That's us.
Like
Jarvis.
him in the apple, we in the earth.
Hmm.
So, right, is that flat stake in the ground, like a pick in your head, right? Motherfucker got a head like Frankenstein, right? Or is it more like Buzz dome inside that helmet?
Or is it hold on, is it flat like the Frankenstein head? Or is it like the Hey Arnold head, like the eye? Right?
Football head, right?
Uh-huh.
Two
Yeah.
halves of it, you know, say horizontal, vertical, um, as within, so without, you know, as above, so below, front, back, football, head.
Hey, it's wild, right? Because look, all of these big sports that contain the sphere and the shapes with the eyes, right? It's all
Mm-hmm.
to do with the eye. You got the pig skin, like when you look at the eye, get the shape of the rugby ball, right? The American football ball,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when you play soccer, you get the globe, right? When you play golf, you get the lens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Straight into the pupil, hole in one, right?
Golf ball to move.
So, and that's listen, and then that stuff all there ties back to the holes, the craters in the moon, right? When
Mm-hmm.
those folks went up there on the moon, best believe they played golf up there. It's a symbol.
Word.
It's a how would you call it?
This is very intricate.
Ritual, right? They're showing you.
Okay.
Mm. And then straight after that, what did they do when they finished? He threw the golf club into the crater, right by the hole, showing you the 0 and the 1, the matrix. You can't make this shit up.
Can't. Creator. Crater. You said the golf ball game, right? Um, the golf ball is the moon. You know,
Mm, exactly.
say where you play it. It's a celestial game, bro.
Hmm.
You know, you go from literally like say you looking at the earth where you hit that ball, you literally end up looking at I'm gonna say the sky map. Because you go from ground to looking at the sky.
Yeah.
And that ball be flying like where you sending it.
Mhm.
Right.
Like
It's a
it's going from one nebula to another nebula, each hole.
black hole,
Hmm.
right? With the flag and all of that. Look, where you do get a good hit, bam, you indefinitely knock a crater into the earth. Like they say the moon mirrors the earth, you know. So boom, if you hit the knock a patch out the earth, that's like a graze out the moon.
Mm.
The cow jumped over it where the cows say is fur pattern. It got clouds, like he got black clouds on his white base. You know, the patterns on the cow. This how he jumped over the moon. It is the sky. You know, the cow itself. Um, talking about the spots, right? Like
Nah,
like Dalmatian got the spots.
with the cow and the moon, that's for the crescent. When the moon reaches into a certain phases, the
Mm-hmm.
crescent on top looks like the moon goddess, the bull, right?
See?
It's
See?
the moon goddess power. Yeah, it gets the horns.
And
And
look,
when that apparently happens as well, they spoke about a beam, right? A beam of light manifesting towards the
mhm,
pillar, sorry, a beam of light manifesting towards the earth, right?
mm,
Meaning it was causing destruction, right? They call it the plasmatic events, the plasmatic
mm,
event, right? When Saturn apparently fired a beam of light towards the earth. I wonder where
okay.
Star Wars get their little inspiration from. But that's because
Uh-huh.
the same way how the myth mentions it, that's the way how Star Wars, one of their scenes, right, destroyed one of the Holy Lands apparently.
Mm,
Right, so I found that quite
interesting.
fascinating.
Right. Made me think of because they always showed that cow in the Twister movie. Like, I'll never forget it. The cow always, came up to the screen like, oh, and he inside the tornado, but that's a form of, like you just said, the beaming up or whatnot.
Mm.
You know, like it's always the cow, ain't it?
Yeah.
Walk. Flip cow around WOC. Walk. I don't know. Sometimes I just be, this mathematics, say equations, unthinkables, you know,
Mhm.
that's what we be doing.
I always do that shit though. That's how I got to where I am. Uh, you know, I questioned soil, right? One day I was vexed.
Hmm,
Vexed. I started blowing my weed, chilling, blowing my weed. And then I was just sitting there looking at the floor. And I started just pondering on soil, right? And then I took up my phone and just started spelling things backwards. I spelled soil backwards. And it took me down a big, deep hole. I was like, whoa,
hmm.
okay. And then
See?
I got it rolling from then.
That's real. I remember I had my time where I tripped out on the dirt because I was like, damn, and I was gardening.
Mhm.
I guess that part hit me where I grounded myself. I was like, damn, I'm a damn worm. You know, just looking at my hands in the soil and all of that. I was like, damn, like things kind of hit you and, just make you see.
Mhm.
But that's where, say, like we was just talking about the sports, right? You take what's that? Take the R out and you get the spots. That's what, say like the pattern on the animals, they do say a lot like where a lot of scattered zebra be stampeding or whatnot. That's like a static channel or make a gray picture. Right. Um, like we just said about the cows, they got the sky pattern. It's like clouds and they fur patterns. Tigers got the stripes. You know, all of this stuff do mean more than what it seems. You know, that's what I'm getting at. Cause you get to the specific one, which is the giraffe, right? I can't make this shit up, man. The giraffe, right? That's another way to say giraffe, but like say how his pattern is, it's like the land. You know how his spots are on his body? It's like the earth where you got the solid land sticking out the water. That's the pattern I get, or the picture I get from the pattern on the giraffe. But dealing with his name is graph, like say it's like a living periscope. It's the tallest right now, you know. I wonder, like, you know, say the where was it when the dinosaurs was popping? That is a weird animal, but it does represent, like, say if you was graffitiing, right? Say just basic spray painting the wall, the human body, it echoes or resembles the giraffe. Like where your arm be reaching up and drawing, your hand is the giraffe's head, right? Arm, his neck, and your head and body is his body.
Yeah.
You know, if you ever drew something, you was on your tippy toes drawing on the wall and stretching, you know what I mean? This graph thing, like I see it in a giraffe. The animals paint, they tell and show us a lot if we can.
That's like with most of these creatures, though. They look like a combination of different creatures on the land. Like even the platypus, that looks like a mix of a few other aquatic creatures and
Duck
mammals.
and a beaver, right? The platypus. Do we got a waffle tail
He's got
like
like
a
a
beaver?
beaver tail, got like a duck face, got like claws,
Crazy.
like it's spliced different.
That's what I. Hey, that's exactly kind of what I was saying with the rabbit becoming the rat, right? Say all the way where the creatures do change, like say the food chain. You know, if we could put that in total order, it'll show the what I'm trying to say, the mutation, like the movie Predators. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because this eats that, that eats that. You know, that's what the conundrum is like, say with the species, but they do mix too, like you said, the platypus or whatever. But yeah, that's what I think the rabbit is, a rat and something else, but it do got the teeth, the two big teeth. That's what's crazy with the rabbit, you know, the bigger ears and all that shit.
Hmm.
It's all symbolically tapped in, if you ask me.
Oh yeah.
Yep, like I was saying about that dude, Bruce Lee, man, that dude had a whole turtle shell. Like I find that, you know, interesting. Because they come up with all these extra things, but it's symbolically or anatomy, you know. It's our anatomy, like where they talk about the butterfly effect. You remember that? You know that little program, what they call it, Mortal Kombat Ultra. You know what I'm talking about?
I know Mortal Kombat, yeah.
Mm-hmm. They messing with the butterfly It's a butterfly in our brain, amongst other species or animals. They do make up, say, layers of the brain. Would you agree with me, man? I gotta show y'all this stuff, man.
Yeah, there's
You know,
different levels of the brain, definitely.
it's like the Rorschach picture, but I know y'all done seen the butterfly, like where they show the butterfly effect. They put that butterfly in the brain.
Yeah, that's like a form of, I think they call it hippocampus.
Yeah, them type terms, yep, lead you
Mhm.
to and show you, say some of the, because it's an elephant in the back of your brain.
Yes.
You know, it's a lot of stuff that's, where you would see the animal. I don't know if you had that vision like Superman, right? Anatomy.
X-ray.
The Chucky doll. Remember they named him Tommy. Right? One of them was Tommy, right? That's anatomy. That motherfucker couldn't even, like, they showing us, man, with all this. He couldn't even remember which name he was. He was like, switched the names up. He couldn't remember who he was. It's the doll, but it's anatomy. Where motherfuckers is like, it's like the movie The Fly, which is everything that's flying. But you remember the movie The Fly?
Yeah, I used to like that one. That was a good one.
What's the dude name? Because it's the dude that
Goldblum.
was in.
Jeff Goldblum.
He was in Jurassic Park,
Hmm.
right? It all ties in, man. It's just, can you see it? I don't know what we could do about it. It's here. The big Jurassic Park. That shit is deeper than motherfuckers take. You know, people don't think this shit is that real, but it is. You know, trying to find that damn parasite. Woo! One of them say Freddy Krueger. That's one of the worst, right? You know how they gave us that movie The Blob? You can't tell me you don't remember.
Which one?
The Blob.
Yeah.
Whoo! Turned it into Venom. Right? All this time, if you ask me, it's been The Blob revamped.
Revamped.
That damn parasite, a glob of a mass. What could it have been? The dark matter, right? Anyway, like say it's showing a symbiotic relationship where say one thing can't really exist without the other. You know, that's what it's like. But say that blob is it's the radioactive shit that turned Spider-Man to what he was. You know, it can either be external, right? Where it's external, this is where everybody getting hit, or internal is say the individual that's dealing with an infection or say something that ain't they not immune to, right? The immunity system, and then got a bug. Whatever don't kill you make you what?
Wrong.
But you hear wrong and strong? Don't know my.
Mhm.
don't know my strength, right? And we done made it this far. So like pay attention to what you eat. I'm just saying on that level with us, it's that type of symbiotic relationship,
Mhm.
you know, because whatever ain't killing you is making you stronger. You feel some kind of powerful, right? I know I do. Shit. I feel all right once I get through my meal and my day. It is some type of advancement for me, you know, like if I can acknowledge that, you know, because today is just like yesterday. Feel like I'm talking too much.
Man, you're good, bro. Good, man.
I was want to chime in real quick, man. That was some hard shit you just said. He said you get immune to it, like the virus, man. God damn. Say that one more
Yeah.
time.
I remember it. I remember I had that curiosity, you know, and it made me do a lot of researching and you know where I started
Like you said,
receiving.
research. You gotta go back and do it all over again. Research for it.
Hmm.
Like if I lost my
Yeah,
wallet,
yeah.
if I lost my wallet right now, I gotta research for it. I gotta go find it over again. Where the hell I put it in?
Hmm.
Because I already had it, but I gotta go look it. I gotta go get it again. Research it.
Hmm. It gets simple, you know, like say, like we just talked about the fly, and you think about the fly on the face of the child in Africa, you know, or what you eat, these type of things. It's you know, reality checks, you know, because you can like say I can't even say literally a specific, but a lot of this stuff, you know, we are going back and you know looking at it like damn, like say look at this one, y'all. Remember the Indian in the cupboard,
Mhm.
Chucky,
Yeah.
right? Micro, macro, like they showing us the little dude got his present, right? Just think of the situation. Just that one, you know. We know the dude was a living person that got into that doll where the little boy got the doll, right? Um, he like this ain't the doll you used to. You know, like say we all used to tearing up that motherfucking doll. Imagine your doll say, hold up. You know, like it's basically the mirror, his reflection was alive, like, you know, and it was advanced. You know what I mean? The Indian in the cupboard, like where the little boy opened up the cupboard and it was a mature little Indian in that motherfucker with a real knife.
Yeah.
Same concept, right? But it was like he could hold him in his hand, you know, his micro and macro or whatnot. But it's the same concept, you know. The little boy he was tapped into a knowledge that wasn't like, say, him watching Barney, right? He was tapped into like imagine you really acknowledging your reflection in the mirror, being conscious of it, you know, opposed to it being the television monitor and that damn goofy ass dinosaur being your reflection. Cause that's basically kind of what that's like, you know, like you were slightly we distracted, you know, we distracted from ourselves at infant ages or whatnot. But it's like it's either fail safe, you gonna go to your own reflection as a little bitty infant, or you gonna adhere to the television and stuff. You gonna say, you know what I mean?
Mm.
So you gonna either way, you gonna be tapped into a source that's gonna teach you, whether it's like bullshit, where we can say, yeah, that's deception, or it can be like a parent that will teach their child about the world that they learned before them. You got to be able to teach it down, say at the best of your ability, because it is, say at the same time, for we know not what we do. Like right now, I say it again, I don't know what I'm doing up here. We just taking the shot in the dark. That's what we doing. I ain't trying to take over, or I ain't trying, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Try to keep it even and balanced with whomever I may come across. That's
Mhm.
where I'm at. I ain't trying to blow up the spot,
The way it should be,
but I
really.
might be doing that,
Yeah, yeah, it get like that sometimes.
you
You
know.
lose yourself. Mm-hmm.
Like we got to be ready for those consequences or those mistakes we make. Um, we not stupid like that, coming up. I can say it for myself, like, because I was a little bitty micro me before the macro mature version, right? And I slightly remember, yeah, it wasn't I learned about the fire. I stayed, if I did burn myself, yeah, I was playing with that fire, but I knew, like, I wouldn't, that's why I'm still here, because, that's why we all still here. Other people is, gotcha. I don't know, man. I'll be going off so much, man, or too much. But it is, yeah, man. Ain't nobody, it's being sharp. It's like the damn Final Destination shit. That's what it's like, man. Because those that was before us, you feel me? It's like how Morpheus was telling Neo, about them agents and all that. And a lot of people has gone before us, and it's like, dang, these situations do happen. Like, people be going through it, man. It's crazy. It's unimaginable, man. Like,
Machine.
and they be agile. Like, imagine Bruce Lee, man, got it. It's like when Steve's Urkel, man, did I do that? Like, before we know not. You know what I mean? Damn. That's the one that said be like water, right? Boom, blam, blam. Hit him with the mistletoe. So yeah, like we learn, and it's like you just gotta stay sharp out here, man.
The fact, gotta stay
Stay
sharp.
humble.
Mm-hmm. Big fact, stay humble till you come up. But yeah, brother, man, hey, let me jump out of here. I need to do a few things.
No
Or
doubt. I'm about to exit too, man.
I appreciate y'all fellas coming up, man. Shout out to London. Shout out to my man, like Mind's Eye, man. Appreciate y'all, man.
Right back at you, bro. Right
Much
back
respect,
at you.
man. Big up to y'all, the gyms and knowledge y'all got, bro. Yeah, y'all on another level with it, man. Shout out, salute.
You know, like say it didn't got advanced where the crash dummy done turned into Iron Man, right?
Facts.
Motherfucker, he can stop right at the wall and not crash into it. You know what I mean? You can stop right at the door and open it and go through, or you can, you know.
Not a test dummy anymore. The lab rat done found his way out of the maze, right?
Yeah, man. Yep, that's the Truman Show. He walked up the sky stairs. You know, he floated across the water in the boat like Iron Man to fly, right? Got to the wall, which looked like the sky he was in, and he went through the door like, man, shit.
Facts,
Well,
man.
if I
Shout out
kept
Philly
going,
too.
I missed it.
Yeah, shout out Philly, man. Yeah, you right, bro. It's the exit, man. The enter, like you said earlier, the entrances and the exits. Who gonna in? Who gonna enter? Who gonna enter and stay forever? But who gonna exit?
Mm-hmm. Yep, having your own, I don't know, I say your own sense of control, bro, because that's what, you know, and not really, you know, being able to let it flow, you know. We ain't really got control is not having it for real.
Facts,
It's
man.
being able to pass the damn ball, Michael Jordan. And I'm gonna shut up with that, man. But one love, bro.
One love, bro. And peace, shout out to everybody in the chat. Peace to everybody in the chat. Shout
Yep,
out to
one love to the chat.
shout out to Karma coming to collect. Shout out Philly. Shout out Mind's Eye. Shout out Jake the Hero. I feel like that's it. Shout out Trisha Jerome, my bad. I didn't mean to chop your name. Shout out to everybody. Shout out
Respect
to
that.
Origin for joining earlier. You know, peace and salute to
Yep.
everybody, man. I'm out myself, bro. I got so many things I gotta do, man. I gotta finish up my route work.
Okay, let's get it.
Next time we'll do a better build, bro. Next time I'll be able to like actually sit down and talk. I won't be out and about doing this shit.
Okay, we got this. Later on, next time.
All right, salute, bro.
All right.
All right, peace to everybody in the chat, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this panel. That was a good build. That London man and Mind's Eye had, man. You know, so I'm saying they next level to with it, man. So, you know, go sub up to their channels too, man. But I'm out. Y'all be easy.